Who is the best boxer currently in the UFC? So here we have a list of, well, pictures, but we'll call it a list of 13 different fighters. And we are going to be ranking them from S to D. I've forgotten what S stands for. I know A is, very good. Comment below who you think the best boxer is currently in the UFC. This video is probably, what the fuck is this shit? This video is probably gonna, say some people that I'm fucking up my words. Some people are gonna say, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a casual, because a lot of people like to talk shit in the comments, yeah? But half of you wouldn't say half of the shit you say to me in person. But anyways, we move on. So let's get into this video. The best boxer in the UFC. We've got the likes of Tom Aspinall, Ilia Topuria, Dustin Poirier. Bruv, that nearly done my head in. I need to watch that back. I don't know if I said Ilia Topuria or Ilia Poirier, because when I said Dustin Poirier, I had my mind bugging. But yeah, we got the likes of Ilia Topuria, Dustin Poirier, Ilia Topuria, Dustin Poirier. That's why. See, it's messing with my mind, guys. Max Holloway, Diego Lopez, Sean O'Malley. This is going to be very controversial, but let's get into the video, guys. So first of all, we got Tom Aspinall. I'm going to put Tom Aspinall. Listen, Tom Aspinall has exceptional boxing. Definitely one of the best boxers in the UFC. And I'm going to be honest, for a bigger guy, the way he throws, like his hands are very good. The technique, the punching power, everything. But it makes sense because he did used to train a lot of boxing. And I know he's trained quite a lot with Tyson Fury and his family. And I'm almost certain he was considering making a switch to boxing, because I think MMA wasn't really looking, promising. But definitely, without a doubt, there's no one in the heavyweight division that comes close to Tom's boxing. And in my opinion, he beats them all. Even the John Jones fight. I recently rewatched John Jones and Dominic Reyes. And I'm going to be honest, guys. John can't handle Tom's hands. I'm sorry. If Tom and John Jones were ever to fight, Tom smokes him standing up. That's my opinion. But all Tom's boxing skills put together, I'm going to put him at an A. I would put him at S, but there's a reason why I haven't put him at S, because that spot is saved for a very special person. Next up, we've got Alex Pereira. Pereira actually has decent boxing. I've seen him spar a lot of boxers. He has a very, 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 very good jab. And the way he keeps his jab as well in front of him, dictating the fight, causing disruption. Like, he'll keep his lead hand in front and then he'll throw the jab. He'll throw right hands to the body, to get you to drop your hands so you can land a left hook. So his boxing IQ is up there. Very good jab. I like the way he twerks on his left hook as well. Generates a lot of power from the glutes, from the hips, from the legs. He is very hittable though, so I wouldn't say his boxing defense is the best, but when he gets into rhythm, he is very good at landing his shots and slipping, and his slipping is very good. I can't lie to you. It's not, I wouldn't say it looks very traditional. However, he does it very well and it works. Because I don't think he's on the level of Tom Aspinall, and I don't necessarily think in general he's at that A level. But I can't disrespect him and put him at a C or D. This is a multiple champion, multiple weight class champion, kickboxer. And as we know, kickboxing involves boxing, so it makes sense why he has very good boxing. So I'm going to put him at a B. Next up, we have Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland, in my opinion, is not the greatest boxer. He has a very good Philly shell. I mean, his boxing defense is good because he's learn how to use the Philly shell in the octagon. He has a very good jab. But other than that, that's about it. Very good jab, very good Philly shell, good teeps. But his overall boxing, yeah, I don't think there's anything special about him. I don't want to disrespect him and put him at D. But you know what? I'm going to put him at D because there's not really much to his boxing game apart from the shoulder roll and the jab. You know, shoulder, jab, teep. You know, he might throw a right hand here and there, but he's not on the level of Pereira and Tom Aspinall, in my opinion. Next up, we have Volkanovski, Alexander Volkanovski. Great fighter. Very good at switching stances as well, so he can fight in both stances. Very good jab, high IQ. But for me, Volkanovski, he has very good hands, but the reason why I wouldn't put him at an A tier is because I do feel like if you compare Volkanovski to a lot of these good boxers in the UFC, I think Volkanovski is a more well-rounded mixed martial artist, and I feel like the way he mixes it up is very good. So I don't want to what's the words I'm looking for? I wouldn't really necessarily even have him in the conversation of best boxer because I don't feel like Volkanovski is one of them. Not to say all these other guys rely on their boxing, but I feel like that's their strong points, and I don't feel like Volkanovski has one strong point. He can do everything. So for that reason, I'm going to put Alex Volkanovski at a B. I mean, he's very good at switching stances. He went 20 an hour, no, how long is that? 20 for 50, 60, 75 minutes, I believe it is. Let me double check that, guys, before you guys say the maths isn't mathsing. Okay, so yeah, he's spent 25 minutes in the octagon with Max Holloway, one of the best boxers in the UFC. But it wasn't the boxing that won him that fight. It was the leg kicks and the boxing. But with all that being said, he has very good technique. He sets up his shots very good. He can fight in the pocket. He can fight at range. So, you know, I got to give it to Volkanovski. He's a B, but his overall mixed martial arts is probably one of the best in the whole UFC. We move on to... these fucking ads are pissing me off. We move on to Diego Lopez. I'm going to be honest, guys, yeah. After seeing Diego Lopez versus Alexander Volkanovski, I don't really rate Diego Lopez's boxing. He hits hard, but I mean, he has a very tight guard, chin down, you know, very compact, but his IQ and like his boxing IQ is just, he's very boxing heavy, but I just think he's one of them guys that hits hard. I don't actually think his boxing IQ and technique and all of that is necessarily the best. And like I said, after watching Volkanovski, I know people wanted to see Ilia versus Diego Lopez, and I was even one of those people that I would have wanted to see that, but I'm not gonna lie, I think Ilia smokes him because Ilia's boxing IQ, technique, the way he throws his shots, his footwork, all of the boxing credentials tied into one, I just don't think Diego Lopez has it. And this is going to shock a lot of people. I'm putting Diego Lopez at D. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Especially after watching the fight with Volkanovski, I don't really see what the hype is around. Apart from that he hits hard and he's tough, I don't really see what the hype is around Diego Lopez. Bro, these pop-up ads are pissing me off, man. Cool. Next up, we got Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley kind of not necessarily reminds me of Volk, but he's like a Max Holloway Volk. He's going to switch stances. But you know what? You see what I like about Sean O'Malley? Sean O'Malley has very good feints. His boxing IQ is actually quite good. His footwork is amazing. And he has a very good jab. And the way he throws his shots, his actual boxing technique is very clean and crisp. I know he's taken losses back to back to Marab. But listen, when you guys have time, go and watch Sean O'Malley's previous fights, and the footwork is amazing. Like, even the way he will like do like a little basketball dribble and then move, he will land his shots. He's got a good jab. His technique is good. His footwork is amazing. He can fight moving forward and he can fight moving backwards. So for all of them reasons, I'm gonna put Sean O'Malley at a B. I don't think he's necessarily at an A level, but he's not far off of it. He is a bit of a sniper, so you know. Next up, we have Peter Yan. Peter Yan is a very good boxer. I can't lie to you. I personally need to watch more of Yan before even commenting. But from what I've seen, I'm actually going to put him at a B. I reckon once I watch him more, I would be able to put him at an A because I like what I've seen so far. He's good in the pocket, not scared to get in the pocket, but I can't really say much again for Peter Yan because I haven't seen too much. Next up, we have Joshua Van. I haven't seen much of Joshua Van either, but from what I have seen, he has very good boxing technique. He knows how to get into the pocket. He's not scared to get into the pocket. And he actually has very good setups, and his boxing technique is quite good. So, you know, from what I have seen, I would like to see more. So, you know, he's another person I need to go and watch some more of his fights. But from what I have seen, I think right now I'm going to put him at a C. He did good against Rovial, but again, I need to see him against some of these higher level fighters in that division. Like, when I see him fight Brandon Moreno, then, and I watch some of his other fights, then, you know, we'll do an updated video and he can possibly go higher up. But for now, I've got him at C, just because he's a prospect and I need to see more of him. Next up, we've actually got Brandon Moreno. And I'm not going to lie, I think he's someone that his boxing is quite underrated. He's definitely one of the best boxers in the flyweight division. He's got very, very good head movement. Even when he's walking you down, he slips his head, kind of like Ilia, but Ilia's looks more clean and crisper. But he'll walk you down. He's got a very good head movement, good footwork. I like the way he throws his shots. He's got a very good jab. Like Moreno's boxing is actually quite underrated. I'm going to put him, and listen, when Moreno gets into his rhythm and he mixes up the boxing and the wrestling and the kicks, he is a problem. I can't lie to you. Although he has had a lot of back-to-back wars with Figueiredo, and I do feel like that's taken a bit out of him. But I'm going to put Moreno at I want to put him at a B, but I don't necessarily think he's at the level of Yan O'Malley, Pereira and Volkanovski. So I'm going to put him at a C, but he could make the B tier. Next up, we have Jack Della Maddalena. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm putting Jack Della Maddalena at an A tier. I would want to put him at S, but there's another man I'm going to put there still. Listen, Jack Della Madalena's boxing is fucking crisp. I've watched him a few times, but watching him against Bellator really woke me up. And bruv, that guy is slick, man. Clean, crisp boxing. I'm not even going to say too much about him because that's the best way I can describe Jack Della Maddalena's boxing. Clean and crisp. Simple as that. Definitely, without a doubt, one of the best boxers in the UFC. And I want to put him at the S tier. I'm not going to lie. I know some people will chat shit, but listen, go watch Jack Della Maddalena. He is definitely of A or S tier. Anyone that wants to chat shit in the comments can suck my dick, yeah? Cool. Next up, we got Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier, he is a good boxer, yeah? But if we're talking actual boxing technique, you see what it is with me and Dustin. I just think Dustin is a brawler, but not on the level of Justin Gaethje. I think he's a more technical brawler. Even the way Dustin Poirier blocks his shots, he kind of goes like that. I've used it a few times and I can't lie. When I've used it against people, they always say to me, "Oh, the way you block is awkward. I can't get past it." And funny enough, Dustin Poirier versus Ilia Topuria is a fight that I would like to see, because in terms of the boxing, I do think with how tough Dustin is, I do think Dustin is someone that can give Ilia a run for his money. Although in terms of technique, footwork, and all the boxing credentials, I would lean more towards Ilia Topuria. But at the end of the day, a fight is a fight, and it's 50-50. So, and it's mad because even though I know Dustin beat Conor, I'm not counting it as two fights that he beat Conor, because I'm not being funny. The last one was actually a doctor stoppage. The second fight, he beat McGregor fair and square. But even in those two fights, Conor was still, in certain exchanges, Conor was still getting the better of Dustin Poirier. And this is a McGregor that was out for a few years, but he's a good boxer. He is a good boxer. I just think Dustin is a bit overrated in terms of boxing. But I'm gonna put him at a B. I wanted to put him at a C, but I'll put him at a B. Next up, we got Max Holloway. I don't need to say much about Max Holloway. You guys already know. Max Holloway definitely deserves... You know what's crazy, guys? I'm debating whether to put him in B or A. I know I don't really need to give an explanation, because you guys already know Max has been in the UFC for so long. But you see what it is, after watching him fight Ilia, he does make not a lot, but he does make a few mistakes when it comes to the boxing side of stuff. It's just techie, man. And it's like these smaller guys like Ilia and Volk just have his number. Max is a hard one, because even me, I still feel like Max's boxing is kind of overrated, I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I'm going to put Max at an A, because for a while he was carrying the flag for the best boxer in the UFC. And last of all, we've got Ilia El Matador Topuria. And it's mad, guys, because those of you that follow the channel would know that I was never the biggest fan of Ilia. I've liked his fighting style, but I've never been the biggest fan of him. But he's growing on me, and I've studied his fighting style quite a lot. I'm still due to do some more studying, because when it comes to, obviously, you guys that would know that I want to compete. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I've got very, very good hands. But I would like to think that, and people are always complimenting me when I go sparring about my hands. And I'm going to be honest, guys. Listen, Conor McGregor, before we talk about Ilia, because people want to compare Ilia and McGregor and Ilia to other strikers in the UFC. Ilia Topuria is definitely not the best striker in the UFC. Best boxer, 100 million %. 100 million %. People like to compare him to McGregor, but what I will say, if we're looking at actual boxing, like just the boxing side of stuff, he is a better boxer than Conor. Conor is the better overall striker. I'm even going to do a separate video of Prime McGregor versus Prime Ilia, so look out for that video as well. But Ilia's boxing, I don't think, honestly, I haven't seen that in MMA before. And it's mad because even when I watch his training videos, I don't see him doing a lot of leg kicks. He hasn't even thrown a lot of leg kicks in his professional mixed martial arts career. The way he turns on his shots, his speed, his accuracy, his punching technique, everything, his footwork, his setups, his jab, everything is clean and crisp. Don't get me wrong, sometimes he does load up a bit too much when he's throwing the hooks. But so far, no one's been able to deal with it. His head movement is amazing. He's always constantly moving his head. Again, his footwork. The reason why his footwork is so beautiful and good in the octagon is because of the boxing. I'm sorry, guys. Even me, when I've sparred guys, and I've not really done, but all the boxing stuff that I've really learned has actually been by myself, shadow boxing, or sparring, or doing pads with my friends. Like, I'm not even chatting shit. People don't have to believe me, but I actually haven't done that. Like, I've done mixed martial arts classes, I've done Muay Thai classes, I've done BJJ classes, wrestling, but I've never actually done. The only time I did boxing was for 8 weeks when I did my charity boxing, and it weren't even like we was learning anything crazy. It was basic fundamentals. But if I'm being honest, most of the stuff I've learned from boxing has been from watching fights, watching tape, implementing these stuff in my shadow boxing on the pads and in sparring. And honestly, like, boxing was the first mixed martial arts that I actually followed and fell in love with. And I kid you not, Ilia Topuria has the best boxing in the UFC and the best boxing I've ever seen in the UFC. And I'm definitely going to have to put him at S tier. I do not care what anyone says. You guys can talk shit in the comments. People can talk shit on my TikTok. If you want to DM me on Insta and chat shit, be my guest. Go and watch film and then come back to me. The way he throws in combinations, no one does it. I haven't seen it. His footwork is amazing. Head movement is amazing. And his just overall boxing is very good. Like, in terms of boxing, he is the most complete boxer in the UFC. Like I said, guys, go watch film. Go watch his training videos. Just go and film study, and you will see that Ilia Topuria is without a doubt the best boxer in the UFC. And like I said, guys, I'm not even the biggest fan of him. I don't really like him. I like his fighting style, yes, but his personality, him as a person, I don't really like him. Maybe it's because I just see him as a carbon copy of McGregor. But yeah, that is my tier list for ranking the best boxer currently in the UFC. Comment below who you think the best boxer is. Like and subscribe, guys. In a bit.